Hello and welcome, this is Blockchain Bloom, the blockchain educator. I'm Attila Pinke, and in today's video I'm going to talk about why is that we see huge Bitcoin transactions, so whales buying into Bitcoin, but the price is still not going up, and also what are the other reasons why people afraid of Bitcoin right now. And I'm going to show you a very interesting chart that the risk reward of Bitcoin is not that big what people usually think. So this could be actually very interesting. The second news, it's all going to be about that in Argentina, a new dollar tax is now introduced, a massive big one, and this can actually help grow crypto because people turning now to stable coins rather than dollar. And the third news will be about that the judge orders Birfinex to turn over Tether's loan documents to the New York Attorney General's office because they're still investigating is everything okay with Tether. There's really, that amount of dollar behind it, what they actually saying it is. So all these things, and so the investigation is still on. We're going to discuss that as well. And if you want to get the daily fresh cryptocurrency and the blockchain news every weekday, so from Monday to Friday, every day a brand new video, then you should subscribe to this YouTube channel, which is Blockchain Bloom here on YouTube, and click on the notification bell so you get these videos as soon as they out because they contain valuable information, the freshest and hottest cryptocurrency and blockchain news. You can also follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Plus, you can download our totally free course. The link is right under the video, and it's all about how to start to invest in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. So if you have just started or you're a beginner, it includes a lot of valuable information. So a lot of safety steps that you're not losing your crypto, and you can protect your personal data, all these things. The link under this video. Okay, and now let's check out the market. So what we have now, Bitcoin is at $10,958, which is a 0.32% increase in the last 24 hours. We have Ethereum going up with 1.59%. It is at $386 at the present. Then when we look at the top winners, wow, Uniswap, it's killing it now. In the last 24 hours, 129% increase. And the reason for it is that Uniswap yesterday put on the market its official token, its Uni. And the crazy thing about it, if you haven't watched yesterday's video, you can watch it because I have talked about the crazy thing that those people who have ever used Uniswap, even if you had a failed transaction on it, so in the past, not now, but before this token launch, they got 400 Uni tokens. And today, the price of the Uni token actually went up, as you can see here, almost $6. And it came out, it was 1.76 or something. So the price also triple, it's almost 4 times that much. And if you just think about it, you got 400 Unis token for free. This is a really generous thing. Think about it. It's more than $2,000. And here's another crazy thing, which I have actually just discovered after yesterday's video, that if you have multiple Uniswap addresses, for instance, you have your Ledger wallet connected to Uniswap, and then you have made separately another MetaMask address, it's totally possible, or you can have more addresses, then each address have received this airdrop, 400 Uni tokens, which is right now at the present price, it is about $2,200 US dollar. And it came to you totally free. So if you have 2 addresses, then actually you have now almost 4,000 something US dollar just arrived to you. So I think it's Christmas came early this year. It's a very, very generous airdrop to all the users, and I think Uniswap with this showed it that they are the real one. So then we have ABC Coin with 28%, Solana 15%, also great. And when we look at the losers, Hyperion minus 19%, Celo minus 13%, and UMA minus 13%. And now let's move on to the first news. And, the fact what we're looking at now, that the Bitcoin price, it's not really moving. However, we hear this big news that, companies buying big amount of Bitcoin. For instance, now here, we had this, that there was this huge purchase, which was $425 million dollar worth of Bitcoin, and basically the price haven't really moved. And what really happened actually, that this purchase didn't happen obviously in once. It was made in many small ones, and because of this they can actually extend it for a long period of time. They always bought smaller amounts. And at the end of the day, they have spent $425 million on Bitcoin, because for them it was crucial that the price is not going up. So if they would buy a big amount, suddenly a big whale would jump in and buy a lot of Bitcoin at once and in one purchase, then obviously it will push up the price. And this wasn't their goal. They wanted to collect more and more Bitcoin as low price as possible. But in the future, when more and more people would be interested, this wouldn't be actually possible to do. So this definitely going to change. So this is one reason why we see a whale jumping in, spending that much on Bitcoin, and the price still hasn't moved. And here the second thing, here this great article, and we can see here on the picture here that there is a Bitcoin kind of on the floor, and they just walked past and didn't pick it up. So the problem is that people believe that the risk in Bitcoin, it's very big, and they think it's much bigger as it is really. And we have here a very great chart which will very nicely explain you, so you can position Bitcoin. So look, here we have US bonds, here we have gold, S&P 500, okay? Here on this line, we can see horizontally that which is the risk maximum annual loss, which means in history what was the percentage that kind of asset dropped, I mean these assets. So we can see that there was like a 10% drop about. Here's actually the exact numbers you can here see. So bonds have this about 6, maybe this is here about 6. And now, so 6 is that. No, then this is like 8, yeah. So 8% risk. Then we have gold, which is at 33%, okay? So in the history, it has dropped annually 33%. So this can fall down 33%. And S&P 500, obviously the most risky one, they saying it's 40% risk. And here, vertically, you can see that what is the annual return, what you can make. And obviously, the lower the risk, the lower the return, the higher the risk, the higher the return. So we can see with US bond with 6%, then we can see with gold 7.5%, and we can see about 8% with S&P 500, okay? So these are the ones which we know for a while. And then we have here Bitcoin, but the problem is that actually Bitcoin would be totally off chart, because it would be 200% return and it would be 80% risk. So it will be out somewhere here. Therefore, they made it that it can fit into the chart in a way that let's assume that you have 1% Bitcoin and you have 99% cash. Okay, so the majority of the portfolio is cash, 99%, and there is like 1%, just 1% Bitcoin. And in that case, here you can see they're saying it that I cannot plot it on the charts, so I resized it to 1% Bitcoin plus 99% cash investment. This Bitcoin investment is far above line 8% return. So this Bitcoin investment, it's above now 8% return with 1% risk. Okay, so check it out. It's here. The percentage, the risk is 1%, very small, and over 8% return. So note that you cannot lose more than 1% even if Bitcoin drops 99% because you only invest 1%, okay, of your portfolio, obviously. So my first reaction is the market sees risks that are not in the data. Here is a list of some possible risks. So you can see that actually, if you would do that, you can get a very nice return with this combination. And, the real risk what we have is that a risk that Bitcoin dies somehow, or risk of government making Bitcoin illegal. Okay, so it's totally illegal, you cannot touch it. Risk of fatal software bugs, risk of exchange hacks, risk of the 51% attack by centralized miners, risk of miner death spiral after halving, or risk of hard forks. So these are the real risks which are around there. But if these are not happening, then Bitcoin has a very great potential in growth. And I think with this chart, you can really see that when you looking at all the other assets, how much greater profit Bitcoin actually can bring and why people think that it's much more risky as it really is, but it's not that risky. It's risky, it's volatile, but I think people overestimate that. Okay, so this was the first news. And the second one, I would like to talk about that in Argentina, a new dollar tax is introduced. And this actually can help cryptocurrency in a way that, look, this dollar tax is 35% on purchase made in dollars. It's a lot. So you end up with 65%, really what you can use. And therefore, what happened that now look at here. First of all, before this was introduced, in this year, the demand of US dollar has grown by 900%, the demand in the country, with the central bank monopolizing the supply. And the number of people who bought dollar increased from 435,000 in April to 5 million in Argentina last month. So it was a huge demand, and therefore now this tax is introduced. And now Argentinians, however, have already countered by buying up DAI, so a stable coin, which is pegged to the dollar, a decentralized stable running on the Ethereum blockchain, as we know, and which has becoming increasingly popular in Argentina. So now what people do to avoid this kind of dollar tax, now they turn to stable coins. This is DAI as an example, but could be another one. Could be Tether, or it could be, there are several stable coins, they peg to the dollar. So basically the value is equal of the dollar, but it is not actually real dollar, what they're using, US dollar. So actually it's crazy. You can see when in those countries where it's trouble, like Venezuela, Argentina, and some others, then really the government is using all the tools make people's life hard. And you can see in how many ways, if you have watched the previous videos, you can see how many ways cryptocurrency and Bitcoin can help these people. And of course, the governments don't really like it because they feel that the power going out of their hands. But look, here's a solution. They put 35% tax on dollar purchases. Ban. There is like a stable coin. And now this can solve the problem. The only thing is both parties have to accept a stablecoin, and then they are in the game. So this is actually very interesting, and I think it's a tough one, the 35%. Okay. And the third news is about Tether. We do know that, Tether is really having issues that people saying that whatever dollar is USDT is out there, it's not backed by the same amount of US dollar. And now the judge orders Bitfinex to turn over Tether's loan documents, kind of again, because it has happened already. And here's this guy who is representing actually Bitfinex, Charles Michael, and he's actually saying that literally it's impossible to comply with all of the documents demand because the NYAG's office has asked for all the documents around USDT. However, now they saying they just have asked for the core business documents. So it's like kind of debate going on here, really. But what's the whole point of it is that, there is a danger in USDT. People really FOMO in a way that this is a very easy way to get into the crypto, and with that buy all other cryptocurrencies. It's pegged to the dollar. They don't have to keep it in real US dollar, but it's the same value. And somehow Tether became like very, very popular, and it went up a lot in the last couple of months. But the question is, what if anything happening with the company behind Tether? There will be huge loss for many people. So as bigger this gets, the danger is getting bigger. And now, there are investigations also going on, like this one. They're asking for the documents. They won't like to check it because, it's now not just a couple of people and a couple of dollars are in risk. Now, many people have invested in Tether, keeping their money. For example, the majority of the stable coins like Tether is now on the sites waiting to enter into the market when actually crypto again starts to go up, because now it's kind of sideways, and we have seen this drop in the last week and two. But when it really turns back and going upward, then these coins will enter. Therefore, now a lot of money is in stable coin like Tether. So it could be actually dangerous, and I really hope nothing like this will happen to it, because it would be very bad for crypto and the whole industry. But therefore, to protect the people now, many authorities investigating in this, and we see how it works. But there are, here troubles to handle over all the documents they're asking for, according to them. So we'll see which way this is going. But, watch out what's happening with Tether. It could be risky. Right now, for some reason, everybody believes in the whole thing in blind, closing eyes and then, okay, we're going. But there is some risk hidden in it. Okay, guys, if you like the content, then smash the like button. Highly appreciate it. And if you want to get the freshest blockchain and cryptocurrency news every weekday, in a nice video just like this, then you should subscribe to this YouTube channel, Blockchain Bloom. Hit the notification bell so you get the videos as soon as they're out. And with us, with Blockchain Bloom, you can stay up to date, which is crucial if you would like to be part of the cryptocurrency market. Obviously, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. And don't forget to download this very free course, which is all about how to start to invest in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. It contains a lot of valuable information, really, and you have nothing to lose because it's totally free. You can download it, and I hope you're going to enjoy it. Trust me, it's worth it. And now it's Friday, so which means weekend is coming. I wish you a great weekend. And as I said, every weekday I'm putting a new video on YouTube. So on Monday, I'm back with a new video. Guys, have a good one. Bye-bye.